Welcome back, everybody. It's the Ultimate Pool Pro Series, and the Magician is in the house again. Chris Melling takes on the Dominator, Dom Cooney, for a spot in the next round of the Ultimate Pool Pro Series 4. Chris played beautifully in the first event before eventually succumbing late on. We've got some work to do to get deep in Pro Series 4. Begins with a tough test against Dom Cooney here. It's for a spot in the last 16. Players already assured of their spot in the last 16. Tom Cousins, Jaden Billingham, Rob Warren, Sean Chipperfield, Matt Cook, Eddie Barker and Dylan Leary. Phil Harrison is on the hill, so too is Tom Jones to join them. Do your full roundup in just a moment as Chris gets to work.
Yeah, I was on Chris's match yesterday in this event when he's playing Simon Fitzsimmons. And to say he was sluggish in that match would be giving him quite a bit of a generous comment. But in his defence, he just lost to Carl Sutton not very long before in event 3, and then had to sort of drag himself out to go and play the first round of the next event, and it must be very hard. But to be fair to him, it wasn't his greatest performance ever. I do remember having to highlight 3 finishes he still took out and some crazy shots. But fully expect him to be at his very, very best today, here and now. It's a bit cheeky coming through that gap there for Chris.
He's showing off, isn't he?
Hello. Well, 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 Christopher. He was expecting, I'm sure, to screw into that yellow just above the black. It's gone straight past it.
You can't believe he's not made any contact.
So Dom Cooney at the table. I dare say when Chris got through that gap onto that second to last red, he thought that was the end of that frame. But we just saw Dom's buddy Luke Gilbert depart in the previous match. And now it's the turn of the other man from Cambridgeshire, Dom Cooney. Still flying the flag of Team Blessed. Yeah, nice little shot there from Dom. Gets that yellow off the rail now, and very good opening here for Dom. Just wants to get on the lower yellow of the two there near that middle next. Screw into the side rail here, just come out a bit. Just didn't pinch it quite enough, because I know he wanted the cube to come a little bit closer to that yellow. If you saw it when it hit the cushion, it sort of slid back down towards the bottom rail. Well, one good positional shot now from Dom required. If it's me, I take the risk of that red ball being in the way, screw up and play the yellow for the bottom right-hand corner rather than the left. Just come around the angles. He's okay.
Dom will know he'll have to play very, very well to get through and must punish Chris anytime the Magician makes a mistake. 1-0 to the Dominator. Let's take a tour. Let's take a look at John Chambers. You've been really disappointed, John, with how the final went yesterday. Did so well in getting there, but let's be honest, it was not the world's greatest ever final. John Chambers and Tom Cousins both below par. It was Tom who got over the line. But for John, this is a really impressive response first thing on a Sunday morning. 6-2 up on Craig Waddingham. It was 5-1. They've traded the last 2 frames, but it's John in again to go on the hill against the Silver Sniper.
Response Sunday.
Oh, Dom. It's about as bad a break I've ever seen Dom Cooney hit.
He's just staying there then to look to see what is left. Chris Melling. And it's not pleasant, or not a pleasant watch for Dom.
Yeah, really bad contact, straight in off the side pocket. And Chris Melling will probably give these relatively short shrift.
Yeah, that's the Melling glide is going to come into play here. It's sort of nonchalant.
It's just double checking this shot. Needed to make sure, have a plan, and stick to it. He's made up his mind and gets the job done. 1-1. Quick as a flash, Chris Melling back level pegging. This is what we've seen so far in round 2 of the Ultimate Pool Pro Series 4. Tom Cousins was frightening against Dave Fernandez first thing this morning. 8-0 win in no time at all. Jaden Billingham, another impressive win for him. 8-1 over Greg Batten. Rob Warren got a deciding frame victory over Callum Singleton. Sean Chipperfield got rid of Jez Graham. Matt Cook over in a decider against Josh Duhas. Phil Harrison, an 8-5 winner over Rob Chambers. We saw the last knockings of Eddie Barker getting over the line against Stevie Dempsey. Dylan Leary, 8-4 win over Luke Gilbert. That was the match before this. And Tom Jones is already through. 8-4 winner over Chris Hampson. Elsewhere, some live scores to show you. Declan Brennan has just gone 6-5 in front of Shane Thompson on table 2. You can see that at the top right of the picture. Elsewhere, Christy Caulfield and Christophe Lambert are 5-all on table 2. And Carl Morris is at 6-0 up on Aidan Hughes. Aidan got his first Pro Series victory of the season yesterday, and he is in the middle of being Morrised.
Being Morrised?
Yeah, he is being Morrised right now. 6-0 lead for Houdini over Aidan Hughes. As Chris Melling breaks off.
Sounded like something you could be arrested for.
Oh, people have been arrested for less than being Morrised. Chris with a beautiful break there. feared for his cue ball a little bit because it started getting dinged around here, there and everywhere.
Yellow ball's in play.
This won't take him long. Really isn't meant to be this easy.
Naughty.
Frame.
There's plenty of players who can do that. There's very few players who can do it in the pace that Chris Melling has just done it.
There's one or two that will do it in the pace, and there's probably one that will do it quicker. But will they do it in a match?
Yeah,
You know, when the exhibition pool and stuff.
oh yeah, I'm not talking about when they're at practice. I mean,
Sheppy,
to do that in a match is seriously
Chippy,
impressive.
those two, they're very quick. But yeah, but Melling has a glide about it, doesn't he?
Just flows. It's lovely to watch.
Because of that long cue action. It's just a, I don't
Shane
know.
Thompson has got some work to do here. He's yellows, and he needs to figure out the yellow at the top right. It's on table 2. It's live for you now on the Ultimate Pool YouTube in the company of the fine Nick Finn.
Showing 2 frames, 2 off.
Shane looking to level the scores at 6-all. Him and Declan Brennan have gone band for band, really, in that match. Tom Cooney breaking off, and again that cue ball riding into that side pocket. Doesn't go in. A ball drops this time, and Dom Cooney gets away with one. And I know from speaking to Chris, that sort of thing really annoys him when he watches someone break objectively badly and still make a ball.
He's made 2 in the end, red and a yellow. Yellow drops in the middle there at the death as well.
Dom, a former world finalist, a former Pro Series champion. He's looking at these yellow balls.
Extension call.
Yep, just enough angle there for Tom now. Pull this cue ball down towards the blue spot sort of area. It's about bang on the blue spot. Just play this one, the outside yellow into the corner. Just push the cue ball through off the cushion, back between the black and the yellow. And into the blacks. Just as good. Look in the middle. I think I'd rather play the black in the same pockets, put his yellow, just bring the cue ball off 2 rails behind that red. Now he fancies the middle.
Nice work from Dom, keeping the pace. Needs to work his breakout, that's for sure. The 2 that he's hit so far have been not good. Got away with this one, it rode the centre pocket, didn't go in, and he came in and dished him up. In open table, he's looked great, and if he can get that break firing more consistently, then it'll be a danger for Chris Melling, all right. Here's John Chambers, 6-3 up now against Craig Waddingham, so he didn't get the frame that we saw a moment ago. Craig just hanging in there. But I suspect Craig ran aground in this frame.
Yeah, absolutely. Judging by this 4 of each colour that's on the table.
See just to the left of Craig Waddingham, that's Carl Morris.
How about the
perched.
trousers?
Yeah, you can see him coming a mile off,
Houdinis.
can't you?
Yeah.
Melling back on the break, and this is a work of art.
Well done.
I better leave this
Congratulations.
box. I better leave this box. He's going to come hunting for me. That's the worst break he's hit all weekend. And I know because I've watched all his matches.
Yeah.
That's the worst
It
one.
took 2 nudges from that red ball as well to get it up there, but
Extension call.
well, I'm going to say it again. Another one. I'd take reds. You ball behind the bowl line. Take those 2 reds out at the top. The red that's near those 2 yellows at the middle. Take it to the bottom corner. One across there. Red down the rail. Black in the corner.
Yellow ball's in play.
But then that's a great shot he's played. I just looked at it and thought there's no need to move anything. But Don was very confident in his ability to be able to push those towards that middle. I'd have been a bit more worried that I'd make him worse. Wanted a bit more angle on this last or second to last shallow, should I say. He's okay though.
Dom Cooney remains flawless in open table. It's been very good. Three, two, dominator. Now then, Tony, would you like to check in on Shane Thompson versus Declan Brennan?
I was just about to ask you that exact question.
Well, have I got good news for you? Declan Brennan is on the hill against Shane Thompson, and look at how these have come out for him.
Lovely. Happens.
Yeah, absolute drop-ins, aren't they? Oof. I can tell you John Chambers is also on the hill. 7-3 he leads over Craig Waddingham. This frame right now is going to take some working out. Shane Thompson fighting for his Pro Series 4 life. Christy Caulfield also is on the hill. Craig Waddingham at the table against John Chambers. Can we quickly check in on Christy Caulfield? Christophe Lambert is at the table, but he is 7-5 down. The French phenom with work to do.
Must be a very big hill because there's a lot of people on it at the moment.
Yeah, very true. Oh, Dom.
He was lucky there, that cue ball was about to leave the table. It was.
Do you know what I did just see?
I have no idea.
As this was happening and the ball started flying in, I immediately looked to the top right of my picture and I could just see Christopher Melling just shaking his head.
It only left by a fraction. Any more, and that cue ball leaves, and it leaves the table, it would hit the top of the cushion, and it would have been off into, well, maybe the referee or anybody.
Yeah, Dom has hit 3 breaks, and with all the respect in the world, they've all been dreadful. just has not controlled that cue ball once, and has been very lucky on 2 of his breaks that he's made a ball and the cue ball stayed on the table. That will eventually change. Like law of averages, that can't keep happening. He does need to fix that.
Oh, well, well, well. Misses the long yellow.
Yeah, first mistake from Dom Cooney in open play.
I think Chris there, part of the red, I think he screwed it into the jaw of the middle bag. Well, he has to play the cut surely into this left-hand middle. He's got to bring the cue ball all the way around the bottom of those 4 balls and come back up for the red. So big shot right here for Chris Melling. It's probably the longest amount of time I think he's took on a ball this weekend. Oh. Clip the yellow, he didn't get round it. He wanted to go all the way around the back of those 3 balls, or 4 balls should I say, and now he's snookered. There's a lot of head shaking going on now.
Chris Melling getting the protractor out is something I always look forward to. You can see what he's trying,
Ball in hand.
looking to get that red over the hole. Well, I say over the hole, it's not quite that, but cut the red in along the top rail, one closest to the pocket at the top right. If you could have found a way to just slide by that yellow, and he needed to just slide by it, he could have found the line, but yeah, really, really tough. Dom Cooney here may well still get away with this. The red going in's a nice little touch for him. Could be the plan.
Dangerous. It's okay.
Yeah, cue ball's doing some travelling.
Not just that, if that red had not slid away from that cushion, it could have just, if
Well,
it
that's why
grazed on the yellow, he'd have blocked it.
Yeah, well, that's why he needed to hit it with the pace that he did. The issue is it makes this a tougher shot because the cue ball's moved more. moving parts on that last shot. It's a good pot. Needs a kind bounce. And I would say he's got one. It's well played from Don Cooney.
What's a kind bounce? The kind that makes it easy.
Just done just that. Oh, 2-frame gap. Threatening to open up here. For the Cowboy. In goes the 8-ball, 4-2 the lead for Tom Cooney. Chris Melling with work to do. Christy Caulfield with no more work to do. At least in this round, he's made it through the last 16. He got by Christophe Lambert. He took down that deciding frame. An 8-5 in the end. Here's Craig Waddingham, who is battling away to keep John Chambers in check. John leads 7-5 now. Also leading 7-5. Declan Brennan. Shane Thompson fighting to stay in the weekend. It's a clever shot. Watch that match on the Ultimate Pool YouTube channel. In the company of Nick Finn. Here comes Chris Melling. Slight bit of work.
Reds should be the ball, or there will be the ball.
Say slight bit of work. He seems to have worked them out pretty quickly.
Yeah, these are okay. Drops this in. Next one's in the middle. Yeah, these are run-ins now for Chris. Going up top, he is. Roll in. And another roll in.
He's good, isn't he?
It's fair.
He is so good.
4-3.
Just gorgeous stuff from the magician. So back to table 2. It's a heavyweight contest between Declan Brennan and Shane Thompson. Oh, my apologies. We're going to table 3 instead. This is Craig Wadd looking to make it 7-6. Excellent opening gambit. And the Silver Sniper has the sort of spring in his step. And if I was John Chambers, I'd just be a little wary of. And on the other side of the pond, crossing the water to Shane Thompson and Declan Brennan. Well, Shane Thompson, I think, has just hung a yellow. He's sort of quite sadly minced back to his chair.
I bet there's been quite a few loss of turns been played in that frame.
Yeah, quite a few, I'd imagine.
And more to come.
Tom on the break then. Can he get it going? No.
Cue ball. Oh, I'll tell you what.
Get a camera on Chris Melling now.
Well, no, he's gone dry.
Oh, he's gone dry, thank goodness. Tom with a wry smile. Because
nearly went to that. That's going straight in the middle, and that yellow's bumped it off his path.
yeah, he can't grumble with being dry. And I think that's why he was smiling. He knows that's been coming. You can't keep breaking like that and making balls.
By the time we showed the replay, three of the yellows already gone.
Playing like he's got a cab on the rank outside, already ticking on its meter. 4 each.
And that's just ridiculously quick. But here we go. Shane Thompson. Hanging on in there.
Yeah, he's just about staying alive, isn't he? He's got some equity in this frame. Declan's red to the right of the cue ball down is horrible. Horrible with a capital H. Although is he about to develop things? Yeah, ever so slightly.
Time break. Next break. All break.
Beautiful break from Chris. It's a little bit more like it.
Oof. Look at these.
Well,
No, I don't know what he's shaking his head at. Is he shaking his head at? It's because they're so easy.
I think so.
Yes.
Tough game, isn't it?
And Tom's laughing as well. I mean, that's probably the easiest layout you'll ever see after a break.
That is not far away from a 30-second clearance.
We're certainly under 3 minutes for his last 3 frames from 4-2 down at playing time.
That was incredible.
5 minutes ago, that man was 4-2 up. And that man wasn't smiling like that either.
He's having fun.
Yeah, he's now.
And Dom Cooney get his break going.
10th break. Break. Trailing 5 frames to 4.
Oh, when it rains, it pours.
Some would say karma. It's the best break he's hit. I want you to know he's kicked it off.
Balls in.
That red must slide through the gap of those 2 yellows. No, it doesn't. It's going to have to move it. The play off. Ooh. Oh, he's played together in the middle. This is tight. No. Overcut it.
Oh,
That was one time when I think he was a little quick there. Nice shot there from Dom. These yellows all hanging there ready as we look at Declan Brennan. This is to win the match against Shane Thompson. Oh my word.
Oh, wow.
Would you believe that?
No, I don't.
We need to see it again. We don't believe it. That's incredible.
Well, Shane Thompson there with a great opportunity to get back within one, and goodness me, will he be desperate to get a chance in the next frame to pile it on. And the pressure Declan will be feeling after a miss like that will be enormous. Dom Cooney about to go level with Chris Melling. He's just hanging in there, Dom. Five all. Chris made a mistake, Dom punished him. And here's Shane Thompson about to do the same to Declan Brennan. Great shot. So Shane's going to go 7-6. Is Craig Waddingham staying alive, I wonder?
11.
Oh, well. John Chambers has wasted a chance to win it. John needs the 8 ball. Craig needs 7 yellows and the 8 to take us to a decider. Great. Chris with a brilliant break.
Not a brilliant layout.
Yeah, these need some actual working out. I'm sure he played a cannon there, so he definitely needs some working out now. He has a double. We could cut in. So he does have a way out.
Ooh! I thought he'd missed that then.
So did Dom Cooney. Used all the near jaw. Quite deliberately because he wanted to track up the table, but yeah, used a little bit more of it than maybe was sensible.
Frame.
And then it goes. And Shane Thompson not breaking well. Considering these players rack their own balls, you'd think they'd give each other a slightly better rack. So Shane Thompson looking to go hill-hill with Declan Brennan. Craig Waddingham looking to go hill-hill with John Chambers. YouTube stream and table 3 respectively. Gersley Davies is on table 2 as Craig's about to dust those off in no time at all.
Tension building out there now.
Absolutely. So Craig Waddingham will take us the distance on table 3. Oh, Dom. It's Kersley Davies versus Lindsay Schultz happening on there, table 2. I can confirm. We'll take a look at that in just a sec. Dom continues to really ride his break.
Yeah, nice pot there from Dom. I think he would have wanted to come back a bit further. He's got plenty of options here, really. Doesn't have to take that red.
Ooh, okay, he's all right.
Yeah, he is, just.
He's very straight on this. I wonder how much he can come off the rail, if at all. Yeah, barely. And the reason why it's important is he wanted to be on this red to bottom right.
Yep.
So that he had the red to bottom left for the 8 ball, and he's just about gone far enough. And manages to sneak in off the far jaw. It's a very good finish from Don Cooney in the end. It's 8 ball for 6-6.
And in it goes. This match heading for the wire. There's Lindsay Schultz.
1-0 down to Kirsley Davies.
Oh, what a cut there by Kirsty Lee. Incredible last yellow. Oof. That was such a big shot she played with that yellow. Brilliant.
Declan Brennan with the chance to win the match.
Well, he's already missed a routine black to win that match not very long ago. It's Melling British Dry.
Extension call.
Cooney with first opportunity then. Less than 20 minutes on the match clock, which won't really be a factor in this game.
Yellow balls in.
To lead and go on the hill against Chris Melling. And it's not an easy chance, it's also not a terrible one. I can tell you Craig Waddingham is at the table against John Chambers in the decider over there. Keep you updated as we keep going. Lovely shot to just develop the 8 ball nicely. And it's just all about the yellows top of the table. Let's get his work done early if he can.
I'm just looking to see if he could play that the red that's in between the two yellows that's near the rail. The yellow just beneath it. I wonder if he could play off that, cannon the other yellow in, and then bring the red out and then free that pocket up.
Maybe. I think he's going to play the plant and try and get the cue ball in between the red and the rightest yellow of this 3. No, it goes off the... There you go. Drama alert. Declan Brennan is about to knock out Shane Thompson.
Said that earlier.
Oh, we did. Yeah, double check this one, Declan.
Same pocket as well.
He's never missing this one.
Said that about the last one.
In it goes. Declan Brennan dispatches Shane Thompson. Dom Cooney looking to do the same. Chris Melling.
Well, we're certainly not going to nudge the match clock or look at anything like 6 reds here, that's for sure.
No, just no chance really. What a comeback this would be for Craig Waddingham. The Silver Sniper has been more like the Silver Surfer in this match. He is ridden back into town.
John
after being a long way down.
John staring at the floor there just a second ago.
We've not been able to follow this game ball by ball, but we do know
How
John.
far was he beyond? Was it 6-2?
I think it was 7-4, and yeah, it was 7-4, I think. And then it was quite a way up before. I think it was 5-1 up. I think. Been a big comeback for Craig. This. It's been a tough one for John to take. He missed an 8-ball to win it as well.
Oh,
shot.
Fabulous shot there from Craig.
What a shot.
Up in the middle, cue ball down the table. This the cue ball works itself. Oh, just roll into it. Ouch, ouch, double ouch.
So Craig Waddingham is through, and he gets rid of John Chambers, who will be feeling that one. Tough way to go out.
How's your luck, Dom? No
Not
ball.
in.
Don't think it's a really easy table for Chris Melling, though.
We've said that a couple of times, and he's cleared them in 30 seconds.
This is true.
The man is, as the kids say, built different.
He did rush one for me earlier, which I think has cost him dearly at this moment in time.
That's going to hang. It was mighty thin.
It was.
So Dom Cooney here. Tough, but a chance to win the match and knock out Chris Melling.
You get the combo done here. Can you get through, play yellow onto Chris's red over that corner. Yellow and behind it. Sort of stop the white dead. Play the yellow into the other left-hand centre. Ugh. Kill the ball.
So just past a turn from Dom Cooney.
Yeah, I think it was a little bit concerned there that he might have left a gap for Chris's red to go through, but I don't think it's big enough. No. And because of the situation of the yellow where it is over that bag and close to the knuckle, it would be very hard for him to play the combination as well.
Yeah.
But he's going game.
Of course he is.
Where will we go with the last red? It's going to have to be, well, it's going to have to be unbelievable position onto it. Right, I see where he's going. So he pots this red into the bottom left, plays with a heavy amount of top and left-hand side and brings the cue ball down over to that side cushion.
Oh.
Oh.
Well, he got it slightly wrong, which is why his cue ball isn't right, and it's why the red barely went in.
Well, it's a back kick, surely, into the corner. So come off the side cushion, kick it backwards. Uh-oh. Could be something a little bit more elaborate. Could be going in the middle. Left-hand middle.
wasn't a million miles away.
No.
But Dom Cooney, this is your chance to beat Chris Melling. Won't get a better one. It's as good as it gets.
Danger though here, right, so he cut that yellow into the left-hand middle. Cue ball sailing towards the black. Got to dig down, I think, here. And that's a really good shot there from Dom. Like I say, could just roll that in. He would, a strong possibility would have knocked the black into the middle pocket in the same shot. But there, the yellows are available for Dom Cooney to win this match.
Yeah, he should get out from here. I feel like this is the only shot that can go wrong, really. It's one he still should get, but it just requires due care and attention.
Match ball, really, this.
Lovely. Ooh, a bit shorter than he would have liked. He's okay.
Listen, putting that red down there as well will take a little bit of nerves out of him as well. Cut it back in the middle. Oh, wow.
Oh,
and the cue ball's
Dom.
coming down. That's enough for Chris.
Oh, Dom. Oh, Dom.
Well, if Chris gets this red and the black, Dom Cooney will be absolutely floored. He's going to hang it. Slight overcut.
It was thin. It really was thin.
Just slightly overcut. Simple as that. Dom. Dodged a real bullet there.
Oh, has he just? This 8-ball for Dom Cooney to knock out Chris Melling. In it goes. The Dominator has dispatched the Magician. Big win that for Dom Cooney. He rode his luck at times, no question about that. But a big, big win for him, one of which he will be really, really pleased with.